In the world of so-called data deluge, and this, I think we're really sort of going deeper and deeper into the idea of, there's so much information involved in media management. Does media management help or hinder, Peter?
It's a very difficult question. I think in some respects media management is the answer to trying to manage that, in that, again, having good quality metadata with good quality search tools that really try and rank the relevance of what you're looking for is really the only way of surviving with the amount of information that you get. I mean, again, just back to Tony's point earlier, with a company with 1.5 million tapes. I mean, it's such a massive amount of information already, and that's something that, if say you only have a few hundred fields around each piece of content, you're already into hundreds of millions of pieces of information. So really having search tools which can sort by relevance, and then not just find the material, but then give you a quick ability to preview that material, say, well, is it really relevant? And then maybe affect the results after that, saying, well, this wasn't relevant, so discard anything a bit like this, and really try and refine the search. And then that's the kind of the future path for finding content, definitely.
I think media management helps very much so. We've got a massive increase. Storage is becoming bigger almost by the day. We've got to be looking at ways of keeping track of where that information is. So media management's the only way of doing it. More data storage, cheaper computing power are all pointers that are just going to say, I think we're only at the beginning of this data deluge. It's just going to get phenomenally large. And you've got to be able to track it. I said much earlier on, metadata is king, and it is king, because that's the only way you're ever going to be able to find it. Gone are the days of walking down the shelves in the library and looking for a videotape, because that's just not going to happen anymore.
Absolutely. I think media management is the only way forward. But there again, what do we mean by media management? And there are many systems out there that claim to be media management systems. I think anybody in this industry that has a database that holds the information about media claims to be a media management system. I think managing the metadata, managing the media, managing the workflows and the resources around it are the three key areas, media, workflow and resources, that actually provide a scalable media management solution. And I don't think content owners, broadcasters are going to survive unless they put some sort of media management operation in place.
But have they not always had media management in place? It was the old card index system a few years ago.
Absolutely they have. Yep.
Is it not just another case we've always done it this way, and they've taken the card system and put it in a media management electronic system, or is it something more?
I think let's face it, it's what Peter said, it's searching and finding that content. It's all about getting hold of the content, finding it, being able to preview it, because it used to be, you used to go down the hall to the library, take the tape off the shelf, put it in the VTR, view it, no, that's not the right one, go back to the library. Now giving people the ability to not only preview the video, but for instance being able to search on subtitles, closed caption information, because that gives people a very good view as to what may be in that content as much as the content itself. So I think media management is a significant part of what broadcasters, media organisations and archives need to carry out these days.
I mean, surely we're talking, as soon as you have media, you have to manage it. So there's always been, from the very earliest days of some form of film or what have you, there's been a necessity to manage that. But I suppose now, and you've been talking about this, hundreds of millions of pieces of information floating around. It is a huge challenge, is it not?
It is. I think that the world's proven that good search tools are possible, though. I mean, I think Google's a perfect example of the tool which looks at many more pieces of information than that and manages to find relevant results. So I think that the concept of searching has been proven to us all. I think for us now in our industry, it's a question of getting these search tools tailored, getting them to the point where they understand the relevant libraries of words for what we're doing, and understand the relevance of different types of metadata. So in some respects, subtitles is just another form of metadata, and it's a very, very, very good resource for searching, because not only, of course, does that tell you, you can find who's mentioned at what point in some news, but you can also where in the content it's mentioned, so you can instantly preview that part of the content and just find and say, well, this isn't relevant, to go and find something else. So I think it really is all around the search tools and making sure that they're well tuned to what we need.